Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm tired of this energy collective. That's why I'm not talking about it. I'm just seeing if there's any helps. Almost as if somebody summoned something that they couldn't control. And now it's coming to collect, and they couldn't provide. Whatever this message is for, they are going to learn a very valuable lesson. The divine is always listening. And is always watching. There's clarity coming forward about their situation. It's going to bring an end to your disempowerment. I think you've already got this clarity, and you're working on making strategic plans. Somebody's plan that they put a lot of work into isn't working out. They put a lot of energy, a lot of effort, but it's showing a dead seed. It's not something that to take harvest from. And there's a bit of element of betrayal here as well. The inability to move forward, it's the inability of any type of compassion, and it's not unjust, but it's not just either. And somebody's lies that they cast you are blowing up in their face. This energy was extremely selfish. This energy thought that they had it figured out. They knew exactly what they were doing. State collective. Again, collective, welcome in. Welcome back. Please like, share, subscribe, donate. Show support. It's all greatly appreciated. Now a message doesn't resonate. It's not your message. You don't have to tell me it's not your message or it doesn't attain to you. That's quite alright. It's just not your message. You don't have to embarrass yourself in the chat saying that you don't resonate with it. Because you're basically telling the whole world, oh yeah, this isn't my message, but I still have an opinion. Like, it's embarrassing. But I do like all the comments and the stories and the confirmations and all that kind of thing that you do share in the comments. So, thank you so much for sharing your stories, sharing your questions, your confirmations. Whoever I'm speaking to tonight, you are tapped in. You don't even see the fortune that you have in front of you. You're going to come to a precipice where you're going to get some options. It's not going to really look like wish fulfillment at first, but it is. You have to open up your perspective. See it from a different viewing point. And things will be revealed in time. This will mark upon some sort of independence. So these new ideas, these new passions, this is what's the key to your releasing of this betrayal and finally finding your independence. So listen the hell up to your intuition and your inspiration and what bubbles up in your passions, okay? Somebody's trying to keep you in a very unbalanced energy as you move forward, okay? And they're not looking to apologize, whoever this is. Yeah. This is somebody that you might have been looking forward to maybe having some sort of a foundation with. But with them around you or in your energy, it seems as though that all you're doing is eating. There's all conflict the whole way through. If there always seems to be drama and conflict the whole way through, then chances are these people are just siphoning off of you. Like there's a crossroads, a new direction that you're going to be taking soon, and they want you to fight the whole fucking way. Yeah, because they're trying to disconnect you from your power. They're trying to make your life look hopeless. They're trying to make it look like you're self-sabotaging. Yeah, and all you're trying to do is close out this cycle. You're just being patient. You're waiting for that next wave. I don't know, there's a Capricorn in this mess. The devil card's been coming out quite a bit. And I am picking up on a Capricorn energy. Could be a Capricorn cusp. Aquarius. We got the star and the devil here. It's like the devil wants to make a deal. Yeah, Pentacles, but they want to breadcrumb you. They want to come in with a bunch of passion just to make it like it's not a commitment. I'm thinking on a wham, I'm feeling like a wham bam. That's what it feels like. Kind of wham bam energy. And it's really kind of giving me this energy. They want to come in and with some sort of compassion just to get what they want. And this is apparently justice. What the hell? Chariot? The Six of Wands and the Fool. The Ten of Pentacles on its side with the Chariot. And the Hierophant. So something with a Cancer and a Taurus. A very karmic Taurus. Something about a Ten of Pentacles. Something to do with the Capricorn. Like, I'm really getting like a psychopath, like definite psychopathy with this being. Like somebody's off their rocker. Like they've lost sense and moral. They've lost all integrity. And it's not like they went to the dark side. It's like the dark side literally, I don't know. The person is like an absolute airhead. Thinking that they know what they're doing and they really don't. I mean, they sold their soul. And everything's blowing up in their face. The reason why it's all blowing up in their face is because you took a leap of faith in a different direction. Collective, whoever you are, you dodged a bullet. Although you are probably divinely guided, guarded, and protected, you dodged a bullet. I'm going to say that much. Thank you, kitty. This work just to find your independence and a new beginning, only for them to try to fucking meddle with it and bring you out of your connect alignment. Pretty well make you lose everything. Thank you. Welcome in, kitty. Welcome in. Welcome in, Captain. Bradley. Welcome in. Patricia. Renee. Melinda. See, that's the thing, Melinda. You know, you want me to do something to that evil Taurus, man, right? Does that. You know, the divine has a sense of humor, and it's quite fun to just sit back with popcorn and watch the show. Just saying. It's like a whole different world. I didn't know what I was going to come on here and do tonight, Collective. I poured my heart and soul into this. I pour my heart and soul into everything I do. And the one thing in the 42 years in this life that I've learned in this time and era is that when people strive for nice things, they stay inspired. But then they have to really fight to keep those nice things. And it's almost a jealousy, because people tend to have nice things. Because they don't have nice things, they want nice. Because they cut out of your energy. And they can't have you to have those nice things. They want to steal it anyway. And then they get themselves a pickle trying to get it. The divine sees everything. I've tried so hard to provide a decent message here. Try to steer it in a certain way and it goes south. It goes this way, it goes that way. I'm tired of this message. But then a part of me, no matter how many breaks I take, no matter how much time I take off, the message will be sitting there waiting for me when I get back. Unless the internet goes down, I'll be here. But I think there's going to be some changes made. I'm just trying to hone in on the inspiration of what I've got going on in my head. I can only say the message so many times in so many different ways. And it's like Spirit's got me on like a record. And here I'm sitting here frustrated with Spirit because I'm like, why? I'm tired of going into the storm, into the drama, and I'm tired of wading through the mud. The last 5 years, I've done nothing but try to get out of the mud and get out of the rut. And it almost seems like there's always something. I can't have anything nice. And whatever this energy is, I banish it, I rebuke it. I send it back to whoever's sending it to me. I want it to them. Be bound to them and let it haunt them, just as it haunted me. Let it destroy their life over and over again. I rebuke it. I send it back. I do not consent. Any chaos, evil eye. I don't even want to use up my energy to transmute that. I just want it to be sent back to its sender, and I want it to haunt them. Do not let them sleep. Let them be trapped up in their head for what they've done. Let them be haunted by their actions. And let them receive spiritual judgment as I surrender it to the divine in perfect love and perfect trust. As I call my power back to me, and I cut any, and I sever any, and I break any, and I shatter any connections that no longer serve my highest good. Guidance. I call my power back to me from any realm, anyone, anything chooses to siphon off of me or use it against my will or for their own gain. And again, any of that is sent my way in ill will, let it be sent back to sender indefinitely, unapologetically, with divine vengeance as I surrender it to divine. Let me and let us be finally released and free from this energy once and for all. Let the hammer finally fall in your favor and justice prevails. As above, so below. As within, so without. And so it is. Hush. It's wild we got our names back. We don't have our tags. We got our names back. That's nice. I'm sorry it's a dim night tonight, collective. But let's see what the energy feels like now. I'm all fucking around and finding out the hard way, but I've learned over the years it's probably better not to do that. Alright, collective. See what the energy's holding now. The main reason why these people are doing what they're doing is because they don't want you to walk away. And this is why they're so fucking relentless. You're in this Empress energy. Ace of Shells, but you're bitter. You're bitter about this. Like, there's no love here. You don't got no love for them. There's no compassion. Like, as an Empress, you have to be in that Ace of Cups. Like, the Ace of Cups goes hand in hand with the Empress. But whatever this is you don't got no love for it. And the Seven of Feathers, this is, you know, you having to be very strategic. They're trying to take you out of this energy is what they're doing. Nine of Acorns. They're not getting the upper hand, collective. They don't know how to show up. And this is why, you know. The Nine of Shells and Three of Crystals, both reverse. Like, somebody's showing up absolute, like, they're a train wreck. Whoever this person is that's got envy for you, they're absolute train wreck. They're not only emotionally dependent on you, but they're sabotaging you. All because you know what you want in love, and they're definitely not it. Somebody wishes you were emotionally dependent like you were before. I really do feel you've kind of grown out of that. With the Queen of Feathers, you're like, no, you're nervous. You're finding out, you're making a choice to love yourself. And this is why they don't have the upper hand. This is somebody from your past that's trying to be strategic as how to come back in. And this whole strategy of trying to come back in, to be in your energy again, for good news. You know this. So this is why you don't have no love for this. You got no spoons for this. But you're in this Empress. Somebody's trying to use strategies so you don't get the upper hand and that you don't make these choices for love. Because they don't want you to move on. They don't want you walking away. They're emotionally And they're energetically tied to you somehow. Empress, Ace of Shells. What's this? Seven. So they're trying to break your heart by making absolutely everything you're working towards and trying to build and trying to birth into reality. They want you to basically make it for nothing. They're trying to break your heart by doing that. Because Seven of Crystals came out on its side. So they're trying to slow you down energetically. They're trying to slow down your money. They're trying to basically, they're trying to destroy you. All because you've seen the truth and you walked away. And when you walked away, there was a huge tower that hit for them. And they're trying to blame it on you when it has nothing to do with you. The wheel is not in their favor. They don't want the wheel in your favor. There's a lot of projection here with this energy. The Eight of Feathers in reverse. There's a lot of shit coming to light here. Like somebody's using a lot of strategy to get out of jail, to stay out of the entrapment. Like this very well could be you. You're having to use strategy in order to find out the truth, and it's like everything that you seem to be working towards seems to be fruitful, but it's like it dies out. And it's because somebody's trying to disempower you, so you do not get the other upper hand. They're trying to put you into your shadow. Two of Acorn, but you continue to move of yourself, and this is where they're not getting the upper hand. They want you to hate yourself. They want you to be bitter, and you just keep pouring into yourself and living on yourself. Like the divine's got you doing the absolute opposite of what they want. Eight of Crystals. This is what I'm talking about. This isn't your first rodeo, collect. You've been through a lot. You've got a lot of progress and dedication in these fields that you're pursuing. The proof is in the pudding. And somebody's trying to put you in your shadow. Somebody's trying to see your dark side. You've already had an agreement with your dark side. Your dark side only comes out at certain times. And it's usually when your life is being threatened. This is not something that you play with, collective. And I'm getting a feeling of rage, because everything that they are doing is not working. Everything that they are throwing at you is falling at the wayside. Like, the divine is shaking their head at the whole situation. Ten of Crystals. So the truth is coming out about this. Somebody's... Yeah. The shit's about to hit the fan. And there's major bang. Eight shells. This is gonna hit like a ton of bricks, and it's going to be very overwhelming. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. I'm also picking up on people were trying to delete information but they didn't realize that it was still saved somewhere. And they're getting caught up. Somebody's going to try to collaborate for a plea deal. Because they're extremely overwhelmed with the fact that you found out the truth. There's a pentacle, no, not a queen of, queen of shells in the reverse that's in the having challenges because of the lies she told. She's in this kind of energy of being frozen. It's something that she wants to walk away from, but it seems like she can't. Yeah. Somebody's negotiating a plea deal because they lied to somebody. A queen of maybe a queen of pentacles, I don't know, but there's definitely a queen of cups here in the reverse. They lied. Yeah. Somebody tried to destabilize you, have you begging. And this is all because you walked away. And they were extremely emotionally manipulative. And there's justice coming. Yeah, it's being revealed. The sun. I'm being told somebody can't live with themselves anymore. Yeah. We got the Hermit, we got the Moon reversed, the Four of Crystals, the King of Temperance. Yep, somebody knows that something's been revealed and they have to give something back to balance things out. They owe you. And there will be victory in this. And this will close out the cycle. You know you do better than this, though, collective. And they tried to keep past when you went towards this new journey. They didn't want you to discover. They didn't want you to move on. They didn't want you to rise. They didn't want you to awaken. This Queen of Crystals, this Queen of Pentacles, they wanted to keep these wounds open. They did not want you moving forward. They wanted you missing out. You weren't supposed to miss out on this completion of a cycle. You weren't supposed to receive any of crystals. Like, it was rightfully yours. Your name was on it, right? But this is their whole plan. They didn't want you to receive this, but now you're receiving it. Nine of Crystals. This is bringing you your independence. You're going to be able to move on your direction. Partially, you don't see this coming. Somebody has gained a new perspective. This Queen of Acorns, Two of Crystals reversed. This Queen of Acorns is extremely unbalanced right now. They had a huge awakening about this Emperor. Tried to bring conflict to you to put you out in the cold. There's something to do with the King of Shells in the reverse as well. This was a very dark person. The truth is coming out about that person too as well. Ace of Feathers, a lot of lies and deception regarding that person. Yep, the Wheel of Fortune is not in somebody's favor, collective. For coming for you. They didn't think you were ever going to do anything about it. They thought they had it in the bag. Somebody's getting caught up. A whole slew of people. A whole slew of people are getting caught up. The Wheel of Fortune is not in somebody's favor. Seven of Acorns. The Empress and the Queen of Acorns in the reverse. They want this Empress acting out. They want to catch them up for doing dark magic. That's the whole idea, to get them caught up. Somebody's trying to prove that you're doing dark magic in order to get by. To bring you to be juggling and not be at balance. Whoever this individual is, they clearly have not a fucking clue. And the reason why they think that you're doing dark magic is because dark shit that they're doing behind closed doors isn't working. And apparently there's some like really shit that they've been trying to do to you and it doesn't even touch you. And they're wondering why. Because they've already tried everything. This is a person that's almost went trying to ruin you. And sabotage you. Trying to pay other practitioners, and the practitioners look into you and they won't even touch you. Because they know better. Four of Acorns reversed. You're trying to ruin your foundation. Two of Crystals. And ruin all of your new partnerships too. They want you juggling. People are constantly moving. They don't want you stopping. They don't want you even getting a chance to rest. It's like they're trying to wear you out, and they're going broke trying to do this. It's like they want you incarcerated. They want you snapping out to the point where you lose your shit, and you get yourself in trouble. But you're staying very focused, and this is why they're livid. This person's starting to get anxious because whatever's supposed to be hitting you isn't hitting you. And I think it's like part 2 of the first reading where somebody made a deal with the devil and they can't pay up. And it's almost giving me like somebody's trying to conjure chaos demons of some caliber in order to bring you to offing yourself. And it's almost as if you're non-reactive. It's like you're numb to it. And what they don't understand, collective, is this is not your first rodeo. Your resilience is bar none. Like, and you're all about fuck around and find out. Wish a fucker would. But you're not about to, like, create chaos in your life when all you want is peace. So you've got these dumbass chaos agents envious at the fact that you're at peace. And this is why they're doing what they're doing. To bring you out of balance. Eight of Shells. They want you overwhelmed. They want you constant giving. Oh, so this is a pick-me. This is somebody that wants you to basically provide for them. And if you can't provide for them physically, then provide for them energetically. And I'm really picking up on this as a person that you've, like, out. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you had an awakening about this person. The Nine of Feathers, yeah. That's an awakening. If I didn't ever know. Yeah, you've got no passion towards this person whatsoever. Okay? There's no passion towards this person whatsoever. The Page of Acorns in the reverse. This person's stability, okay, so you're finding your inner warrior with this, and I have a feeling this is why the divine is allowing it to happen. Yes, it's unfortunate. Yes, shit's going on, but this is like, the divine is just kind of questing this into like training, right? It's like work smarter, not harder. Right? Instead of sending you into some sort of whatchamacallit? I don't know. I just lost the thought. You're finding your inner warrior. That's all that matters throughout this. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. So the divine, they're utilizing this envy as a stepping stool. Instead of it being your demise, it's going to be part of your rise. It's part of your experience to learn from, empower yourself and to learn strategics and whatever else. So this is that new perspective, sees from a different perspective, right? And this is how you are alchemizing all of this bullshit that's coming at you. It's been coming at you your whole life, collective. Okay? It's been very, very faint and very passive with this abuse, so that you wouldn't know it was them. Okay? But these are people in your own family. Your family's been trying to break you for years. They think that would solve your ego problem. Meanwhile, you don't have an ego problem. Hell, you're not even the same person anymore. Collective, people can't even wrap their head around who you are right now. Most people can't wrap their head around your journey that you've taken. A lot of people, they can't even take you seriously. And they wouldn't believe you even if you told them what you've been through. Collective, know I stand with you. You're not alone. We just have to be patient for the old system to fall apart. As you know, it'll happen quick. The perfect storm to offer the solution that many will protest. They think they have it all figured out. But once the floodgates are open, there's no closing them. We're gonna have a rough time, Code. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're at the precipice where it's all for nothing. But I want to continue to have hope. going to be a very close call. The timelines, the future timelines that I see coming in, I don't talk about them a lot. Because a lot of it are different little pinpoints of visuals, but it doesn't give me a lot of information. There's just a lot of devastation. These visions I've held on to for decades. I've laid here nights trying to find ways to express what these visions look like. And the only thing I can see is devastation. And it's mainly due to the human condition. It's our reaction that brings us there. And this is why I've been last year and a half to 2 years trying to get you to regulate your system so that way you can empower yourself to get through it. And you can help others empower themselves to get through it as well. Because the people, the karmics, they're not going to last long. The karmics aren't going to last long. They're going to more chaos than anything else because they're karmics. If you're in divine energy, you're probably wanting to isolate at this time. You're not alone. Trying to stay out of the fray is probably a good idea. All the rich people think that they're going to get out scot-free because they've got these bunkers. They can run all they want, but they will not hide. These people think they got it all figured out. The first will become last, and the last will become first. The Matrix has been for the past decade to make sense of the disclosure that they are about to disclose, that they are already in the process of disclosing. Okay, they've been in a struggle for the last decade as to how they're going to present it to the world. And present it to the world in a way that it will not end in revolt. Because there are good and there are bad people of different groups and different levels of society. There's certain people with good intentions, and then there's certain people without those goods. So it's been a very, very deep struggle to bring about certain disclosure, and that's why it has been postponed. The disclosure that's about to be bestowed upon the world will affect the whole world. There will not be a continent, there will not be a place on the earth untouched. And it's something that we are in the process of seeing the devastation of. And with the next 5 years, the devastation that we are going to be seeing could have been prevented. The warning bells were there. The people that listened to their hearts and their soul prevailed. The people that did not will not. The spiritual crossover and the crossroads have been busy. The east and the divine is devastated. And this is darkness trying to bring chaos to the upper frequency and the upper realms. It's going to take over a decade of time and space in order to see any type of improvement. The way it's going, unless we awaken as a collective. I usually keep it very surface level. I don't tend to get too deep anymore, because every time I get too deep, I usually get blacklisted. When I talk about esoteric and ancient knowledge, I usually get banned. So I think I'm going to be looking for a different place where I can speak freely. I just don't know what space that is. Thank you to those that are still listening. To all my divine masculines that are watching, if you've been involved with somebody, like I'm really picking up on a trapping kind of energy, you're going to learn that somebody's pregnancy, it's not even your baby. So if there's any accusations on you having children, and there's no possibilities, you're going to find out sure that it's not going to be you. But it's almost as if somebody's trying to get you to submit, and they're trying to get you all caught up in a case that you're not even involved with. And it's like giving me a feeling like you've never even met this person, and let alone had any type of relations with this person at all. The whole purpose as to why they're doing this is they see you happy, and they want you, they're obsessed with you. They see you as their happiness, and they want to include you into some sort of commitment. But they're miscommunicating this. They're lying to you. Yeah, they want a reunion with you. Maybe this is a person from your past. They love you and they want to be happy with you. But this is somebody that you want nothing to do with them. Apparently they need your help. It's like they're wanting you to fill a void that they can't fill. It's like really picking like emotionally dependent energy. Like, no. Get out of here. They want to keep this quiet. Like, they're obsessed. They don't like the fact that you have some sort of community, that you're prosperous. They're trying to siphon. They're jealous of the community that you're part of or that you're building. They're jealous of your vibrancy and prosperity. They're trying to confuse your message. Like, this could be the culprit of the shut up spells. This is a very, very immature individual. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this energy. This energy is okay? They're literally obsessed. They need to... I don't know. I don't know what they need to do. All I know is they need to stay the hell out of your energy. Because this is just... it's too much. Like, I don't like it. I wish I had a name. I wish I had a definite name as to who's doing this shit. I'll tell you that right now. I wish I had a name who's being so fucking relentless. Because I'm so tired. And not in a tired that all the shit that you're doing is working. It's a tired that you're poking the bear and you want to see the dark side. The dark side is getting pissed off. And instead of the dark side coming out, you're going to be met with the divine. Whoever this is, I'm just letting you know now you're in for a rude awakening. And I know you're chomping at the bit. You don't want me to succeed. I know that. But your opinion is irrelevant. Your perspective is irrelevant. And anything that you have to say to me is pointless. Respectfully. Chaotic aftermath? Trying at all costs to fuck with livelihood in every aspect. Physically, spiritually, psychologically, financially, in every fucking aspect. And you think the divine doesn't see what you're doing? You think the ancestors don't see what you're doing? You're putting your whole ancestral line to shame. You don't understand the karmic proportions that are about to be bestowed into your life. You think this is all funny and it's a joke. I can even hear you laughing. Why so quiet? We speak English in the chat. Sorry, I don't understand it. A lot of it was distractions. It's just more challenge to overcome. I'm very tired. Yeah, so whoever this is doing this used to be an old friend. This is somebody that you actually had confidence in, that you lost confidence in. Okay, they're thinking that they're clever doing this behind your back. right? But they don't see the vision. They don't see your vision. They absolutely hate it. But they're not prepared. Prosperity in reverse. Rebirth in reverse. Vibrance in rebirth in reverse. Losing big time. This is the person that's going to be left in purgatory for coming after your community. This is somebody in the background that's actually targeting your community, but you're guided, guarded, and protected. Somebody's taking action against the lies. They will not be able to get away with this. They will have no choice but to deal with the consequences. You're going to be prepared for the miracles that are kind of coming in. The downloads that are going to come in to you. The information, the downloads, the visions. There's somebody in your community that's not going to be happy about this. You're very intuitive, collective. Thank you, Angel. Somebody's all pissed off at the fact that you healed and you let go of something. They're stuck in the past. And the fact that you let go of something and you're trying to move on, they don't like this. This person does not self-reflect. They don't like the fact that you moved on. They wanted you to be feeling, they wanted you, they were giving you silent treatment. trying to make you feel let out, and it's like they were trying to trauma bond with you. They wanted you begging. They created rumors and betrayed you behind your back. They tried to make you... This is a very insecure person, okay? So it's looking like somebody wants to come out of separation. They're no longer confused. They want to come out of separation, and they want to rebuild something with you because now they are facing legal problems because of you. And apparently they want you to fix it for them. They're saying they did it to themselves. It's almost as if they pretty well left you to dry, and now they somehow need a statement from you. And they want you to just kind of go along with their story. They're going to leave you high and dry anyway. They're not going to leave you with anything, just like they left you before. So if somebody comes in saying, oh, you see it from your perspective now, da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 hey, can you help me? It's like they're coming in with the plea deal. They want to reconcile, or they want to calm the waters. They want to do something in regards to this legal situation. They want to bring clarity to a confusion. But what I'm getting, collective, you need to pay attention because you're no longer cautious or feeling insecure. You're standing in your power. And these motherfuckers are coming back with their tail between their legs, hoping that you're going to show mercy to them. And they're going to try to lie you into misunderstanding the situation, what it is, in order for you to show compassion to them. So if this is your message, be very, very wary as to what type of picture or how people are going to gaslight you. Maybe saying to you, maybe you don't see it correctly. Maybe it's this way or that way. It's to the contrary. It ultimately they ultimately try to make you look stupid. It's almost like you got the wrong idea, when actually they're gaslighting you. When you were there, you experienced it. Get a feeling like this person got in trouble because they got tied into it, but you were there. Okay? You were there for certain things to happen, okay? Where they weren't. Okay? They took an opinion hearsay. So whoever they were listening to, whoever they were talking to, whoever they were associated with regarding you was telling them a lie. Out-face lie. In order to look down on you. But they were still involved with the sabotage. They're guilty by association. And this is the plea deal. Had they known the truth, they wouldn't have even went forward to do anything. Because they're not that type of person. But because the person lied to them about you, said that you were a big, huge, chaotic problem, realizing after the fact that the person that lied to them was the chaos to begin with. Because everything they said to you didn't add up. It didn't connect. And quite frankly, it connected more or less with the projections of this person that lied to them. At first they brushed it off as if it was a coincidence. But after a while they began to find out that it was actually projection. So this person doesn't want a record, so they're coming in with a plea deal. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you that somebody's facing legal obligations and paperwork. That the truth came out about a situation, and that they were obsessed with you, and that they were trying to trap you. And because you were not allowing them back in, they were trying to destroy you. All because somebody wanted you in your feelings. All because somebody wanted you off your high horse of healing and courageous confidence. The one thing is, Spirit wants you to recognize, despite all of this, you've stayed grounded and regulated. Spirit and the ancestors are walking with you. Somebody's done being left out in the cold. They're done giving you the silent treatment, and they don't want to face legal problems, and they want to get unblocked. This is somebody that you do not have mutual respect with. There is no closeness. There is no mutual respect or unity with this connection. They do not face their consequences. They're trying to ease their emotion, their fear, but they're stressed the fuck out. Yeah, they want you to drop your boundaries. They want you to stop mentoring people, and they want you to stop giving back and sharing wisdom. They don't want you to nurture people. You're not allowed. But Archangel Michael's protecting you. Archangel Michael could be the reason why you're doing this in the first place. Yeah. Archangel Michael entrapped you. You're no longer stuck with no options. And somebody's losing their fucking mind over the fact that you drop your boundaries to let them back in. The greatest supply they ever had got them on. The greatest supply they ever had doesn't even want anything to do with them. It's bad enough they got an ego, and a fragile ego at that. But the fact that you put that ego death shamelessly, unapologetically, they've gone off their rocker, collective. They're literally off their rocker. Lost their mind. And something about a straitjacket. I'm also getting visions of somebody like literally just snapping out and absolutely destroying a room. Like, I don't know if it's a kitchen, I don't know if it's a living room, I don't know if it's just an office or something, but they literally absolutely just destroy it. Like, I can visualize somebody just literally losing their shit. I have return to sender, sending them on a bender in my head. Spiraling out of control. You might hear from somebody in the next 48 to 72 hours. I have a feeling it might be this person, or it might be someone related to them. Dragons, can you give us a no bullshit, no fucking drama about my collective, my tribe? Can I get a good myth and wholesome, please? I know I can count on you, dragons. Dragons of the north, south, east, and west. Bring us a good message. What's the key to overcoming all of this bullshit? Six of Wands. Just keep moving forward, collective. Okay, collective, you're going to be getting something coming in for you. You have every right to be selfish and think about yourself. Okay? Whatever this is coming in for you, I'm not going to mention what it is. I know what it is. You know what it is. You're allowed to be selfish. And I keep being brought back to the Cinderella movie with Drew Barrymore. And it's near the end of the movie where she finally gets her happy ending. And she gets to bestow the punishment out to her stepsisters. And it's really kind of picking up that energy. The Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom of the deck. Continue having hope, collective. Patience is needed at this time. It's about timing. It's about the process. It's about nurturing your truth. The whole thing is, collective, you have every right to be selfish, okay? You don't have to give to everybody, but shine your light. This is the big thing. You don't have to give to everybody, but shine your light anyway. Still bring hope anyway. Still have hope anyway. Still focus on that healing anyway. Because things are going to balance out for you with the Two of Coins. There's a new partnership coming in that's going to help you heal. Get one more for that level. This isn't about manipulation. It's not about manifestation. But this is protected. Whatever this is coming in, it's protected. Nobody's going to be able to screw with it. Okay? Yeah, so what it's showing here, when you get this, it's going to be some sort of abundance. Okay, we'll keep it at that with the Ace of Coins. Somebody's trying to siphon off of you, off of this abundance, right? And you will be able to shine the light on that, on the siphoning, okay? And this is where you have every right to be selfish. Because people shouldn't have consent, specifically within the act of betrayal of trying to siphon off of you without consent. Okay? And this goes back to even people praying to Jesus. He's not to be prayed to. The divine light that he bestowed within him is the light that you pray to. But you can access that as well within yourself. Right? So it's the change of perspective. Like somebody's been constantly, relentlessly trying to disempower you. So the divine's got something coming in for you that people aren't going to be able to fuck with. This will be solid for you. Because people are trying to siphon off of this abundance. And they're trying themselves so you don't see it. So it's about recognizing who you share with and who you don't. This is going to be an all or an awakening for you. And I have a feeling the divine is giving you a gift on who to see who's siphoning, to see who's colluding. It's like giving you eyes on it. Eight of Swords on its side. This is giving you the upper hand. This is allowing you to help shine the light on it. The Two of Wands in reverse. This is somebody trying to keep you from moving forward through this healing and shining the light. Right? They're trying to shut you up. But whatever they're trying to do to put you away and get you caught up is not working. And it's having them go within themselves to see a different perspective. They're seeing how there's been misjudgment. The Tower and the Chariot reversed. Which one goes there, Spirit? Tower. So they're trying to bring an end and a change to your manifestation and your balance and your ability to be adaptable. They're trying to siphon off of you enough to the point where you don't move forward with your journey. They're squeezing you. They're squeezing every bit of strength that you have left out of you. This is the whole idea, right? For you to just get... Yeah, 8 of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands, but yet you still continue moving forward. Like you're not... Like somebody's on the side of that one meme that I have that I showed in the thumbnail, where there's a bunch of boats going down this river, and dudes on the shore saying, "Hey, that's a waterfall going up ahead," and everybody's calling him a conspiracy theorist. Well, we'd know that if it was true. Blah blah blah. All this kind of stuff. Meanwhile, there's like a waterfall right at the end, like minutes away. Anyhow, you're in one of those boats, but instead of like, you know, it's like giving me the energy of like nothing left to lose anyway. Right? You were looking for an adventure and here's a waterfall. So like, it's not like you're calling it in. I don't think you're subconsciously even calling it in. But somebody's trying to throw roadblocks in your way and you're like, bring it on. Like, what else you got? Are you tired yet? Are you done? Are you fucking new? Because this ain't my first rodeo and you're just going to tire yourself out. It's like you got your fucking 5-year-old nephew over and he's trying to with you and he just won't leave you alone. He's like so relentless, just full of energy. And all he wants to do is wrestle. It's like, you done yet? Like an adult child. Like, this is a person that tried to bring chaos, to put you in a hermit mode, to put you into isolation, and bring you nothing but towers. Collective. This is a person that didn't want you moving through the crossroads, or even having any type of options or possibilities. This is somebody that wanted you locked up and locked away. Right? Because they're siphoning off of your money. They've been siphoning off of your possible independence behind the scenes, manipulating it. All the while, it's all coming to light that this is all happening. And they've fucked with your movement forward, they've fucked with your car. Spirits want me to mention it. They literally put you stopped. You couldn't move. You couldn't move forward. And then all of a sudden, the divine says, no, you're going to do it this way. This is how you're going to go. This is what's going to go on. And what they actually did to you is actually, you know, what needed to happen anyway. Just to kind of give you an example, you know, my car got sabotaged after paying double to just have the car. And then on top of that, all the expenses of the car. Okay, only just to lose it and to be brought to like a halt, screeching halt, to the point where my keys were not even in the ignition and my car was going off. I couldn't even access or turn off the lights. They're blinking on their own. So I got my car towed away. I'm like, fuck this. 11,500 and some odd dollars to fix it. No. I'll pass. So in essence, they did me a favor. Something I was attached to because I worked really hard for that car. It was my first car. Of course I'm going to be attached to it. But they tried to break my heart by sabotaging it, and it didn't work. I didn't even shed a tear. Because I shed sweat and blood and tears before, just trying to keep it alive. Just trying to keep it going. And it wasn't all that bad as a car, specifically. But blood, sweat, and tears to keep, like, the insurance going, the tank filled, the fluids, the filters changed, general maintenance, da-da-da-da-da. It took me everything to do that. And then I see other people, totally not even related to me, have absolutely nothing going on in their life. Everything is just peachy. Not a care in the world. And yet, I constantly have been going through all this struggle. Constant. It's relentless. Only to find out that somebody's been pretty well gang stalking me energetically and throwing chaos in absolutely everything I do. So I can relate, collective. Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This Queen of Cups coming out. She's very bitter. King of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody very unstable. Emotional manipulator. Could be a Cancer. Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse. It was to get you to... But you didn't. Ace of Swords. Lots of lies, deception. The Five of Swords. Yeah. They just want you constantly fighting. Every time when you were inspired to do something, they sent you energy to have you fighting. Constantly in shambles. Where you were fighting for your life. Having to always stick up for yourself. They wanted you in their energy, is what they wanted you. They didn't want you finding love. You shouldn't be able to find love. Seven of Wands, they wanted you broken. They wanted you to submit to the judgment. They misjudged you. The Emperor. They totally misjudged your whole idea here. Your resilience. You got the judgment on its side, the emperor on its side. They tried to cast judgment on you to the point where you would just be at rest. If this doesn't represent some sort of just offing yourself with the Seven of Wands reversed, the Judgment card, and then the Emperor, the Four of Wands reversed, somebody wanted you helpless. And this is why I think somebody had it out for me. Because I can totally relate to the energy. Every step up to try to rise, to try to get out of the fucking shithole they tried to put me in, has been nothing but a struggle. I shouldn't have to struggle that hard. People shouldn't have to struggle. Because life and the experience and the lesson, the learning, everything else is fucking struggle enough. It's a bit of a challenge to start with. And it shouldn't be up to these fucking audastic pieces of shit, scums of the earth, to think that they can and do this to you. And this is why they've been bound. They think they're working, and it's only being put down on a list. And it's coming back to slam them very soon for what they've done. Have you constantly fighting. Five of Coins. You've built your confidence and your foundation from the ground up. You didn't build it on quicksand. And they want you constantly, so you can't root. Ten of Swords, yeah. Leaving pretty well no closure, leaving wounds open, not even giving a shit, not nowhere in the world for any accountability. Three of Wands, just so that way it prolongs and you miss out anyway. Ten of Cups, you miss out on that utopia, you miss out on that peace of mind, you miss out on that, you know, home, family. Swords and Strength, all because you stood up for yourself, all because you stood for justice, all because you stood for what you were deserving of. You stood on business. You found the courage within yourself to rise above all of this bullshit. The King of Coins in the reverse. This is what they wanted for you. There's a Queen of Wands in reverse. She's not happy. Something to do with the Queen of Swords reversed. So this Queen of Swords lied. This Queen of Swords reverse was only in it for the money. Five of Wands. Yeah, they tried to fight you standing in your truth. They had you fighting with conflict. They tried to try to make conflict with you. All because you were sticking up for yourself. She wanted you to miss out. They tried to put you to rest in multiple different ways. But this cycle's ending. The King of Wands. This whole idea was to get you to react, to get you to act out. This was huge injustice. It's what it's recognized as. Three of Cups. Somebody celebrated too soon. They celebrated under the moon, thinking that they were all situated, everything was going to work out. They celebrated under the moon to bring about a demise to your forward movement because you were stepping into this Empress energy. And it was all to get you to react and act out of character. Very, very strategic. They were emotionally trying to manipulate you. But the divine protected you in this. And the divine healed your heart. Eight of Coins in reverse. So all of this healing, all of this courage, all of this quote-unquote ego that apparently you had, that they totally misunderstood. You know, you might speak with some sort of respect and reverence and they think that it's some sort of ego. It's really not. It's really not. Anyway, they tried to diminish this portion of your healing. You've grown from your experience. You're standing with courage as a warrior. And they're trying to diminish. Yeah, the Lovers in the reverse. This is a Gemini. They're trying to, they've been disconnected from spirit. They're totally not connected. They quite possibly could be a dark Hierophant. This could be a Gemini. It could be dealing with a karmic Gemini and a karmic Taurus. Whatever they tried to do is blowing up in their face. So these people are scared. And it's all because you chose not to love them and you chose not to play their dumbass games. That they're soft enough more about it. You wouldn't draw up your boundaries and your standards to be a fucking slut hoe like them. They wanted you to play the reindeer games and you wanted nothing to do with it. All the stupid ass distractions, collective. This is why I say just focus on yourself. Okay? Okay. The High Priestess, reversed. We don't see something coming. What's the message? What's the High Priestess reversed? And 3 of Coins. What else? The Lovers. Then I reversed. collective. Sorry for the wait. I don't know. Quite a bit of this message tonight is coming out. I really should shuffle the cards more before I just go live, because a lot of this is personal. But again, like, it very well, as it has for the last 2 years, it very well could resonate with some of you. Somebody's really charming. Really, really charming. And they pulled the wool over many people's eyes. And it was part of the reason why they were able to deceive you, collective. I don't know, I'm really picking up on a Gemini energy. There was a dark high priestess. They tried to bring you to your demise. And I do believe they very well could still be trying. However, although she is a dark high priestess, she's not very clever. The divine is laughing at her like she's a joke. And if she had her own sitcom, they'd probably be in the top for comedies. But kind of like those movies, the spoofs of the real thing, the kind of movies that make you lose time that you can't get back, all for being funny. Yeah. So this person is trying to collaborate with 2 other people to bring about no mercy to bring your inspiration to a stop. These are people who's got karma happening at this point. Because all of their stories, all their deceptions to try to keep you from moving forward have been null and void, insignificant. You focus self, and this is really about moving forward, speaking, taking action, having focus, being compassionate, being nurturing. With the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, with Cups, you're focusing on yourself. You're recognizing the truth for what it is. You're not over questioning. You're just going with the divine. You're allowing the divine to guide you in this. Okay? And all the while, someone will want you walking away with the 8 of Cups. But you're walking away anyway. Okay? Somehow they want to provide some sort of a Ace of Cups. It's like somebody's kept you fighting. And there's a Queen of Wands kind of tipping over. There's something about this Queen of Wands. She's not really paying attention to Page of Swords. Something about not walking away. Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's not walking away from something. I don't really understand this. Somebody can't walk away from something? The Nine of Coins in reverse. The Five of Wands. The Four of Coins in reverse. I'm really picking up on this, the fact that they're trying to siphon. The Nine of Coins in reverse, this is like a dependence. An energetic or a financial dependence. Five of Wands, there's sort of conflict. Four of Coins in reverse, there's some sort of kickback, like it's almost as if they need to give. Knight of Swords, there's some sort of communication. Seven of Cups in reverse, focusing on self and not distress. This is somebody you cut out, collective. This is somebody that you're no longer speaking to. They're trying to siphon off of you. They're like, this is kind of giving me copycat energy, and they're getting to the point where they can't do it anymore. And there's a lot of fighting and conflict. I don't know, there's another timeline that I'm getting that there's this Queen of Wands. They're literally at their tipping point. It's almost as if this person is trying to keep you from moving on, moving forward. And I think it's the fact that you are letting Spirit guide that. And I'm kind of picking up on the Mary Poppins energy. Like, Mary Poppins, her magic, it resides around going where she needs to be. Right? Her magic brings her to where she needs to go, to the different houses that need, where children need a mother, kind of thing. That nurturing aspect. So it's kind of giving that energy, like there's a time and a place for everything. But I'm getting this feeling like somebody's trying to work with a... Okay, so there's a couple different timelines. There's something you don't see coming about a collaboration, quite possibly with a Gemini. Any dealings with this Gemini? Okay, but there's some sort of a King of Coins regarding this, and there's a Page of Cups. So there's definitely no apology. So this is a very bitter energy. Something's not working in their favor. But apparently somebody can't walk away from you. And it's almost as if they want to put to rest any communications or anything. They want to show some passion, so that way there's no overthinking. There's the truth is put on the table in a sense of shit's not going in certain people's favor. And it's almost as if they're like coming into basically get you to, okay, it's like somebody's coming in to meddle into a friendship, coming in with compassion, and they're coming in with like it's like something that, you know, some sort of an emotional entrapment. Like they're projecting their own shit. Like they're trying to turn the table back onto you, and they're trying to ruin. This is them meddling again. This is them trying for the last time to try to meddle again. They're trying to sway. They're trying to sway and bring an ending to a situation. Three of Cups, a celebration. A King of Cups in reverse. A Magician in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse. So there's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in regards to this. Somebody's trying to manipulate something. Somebody's foundation. And they're trying to make a third-party situation happen with this. Trying to create a tower. But the divine is protecting you. The divine is going to bring an end to this. It's a huge betrayal. It's coming to a head. Okay? You are getting victory. This is gonna change your life. It's gonna be beginning. You're gonna be kind of reluctant about this new beginning. But collective, when this union happens, you got a new union coming in, okay? But when this happens, just know it was worth it. In the end, it's going to be worth it. Okay? All the bullshit, I'm just putting these away. All the bullshit that's been going on, all the bullshit, 10:44 on the time right now. All the bullshit that they're trying to throw at you is just teaching you who they are. It's just recognizing that you were right to walk away from these imbeciles. Okay? They want you literally snapping out for nothing. They want you to snap out to make you look like you're fucking crazy. That's the whole thing. That's the whole idea. Because they wanted you to be at a dead stop. The Wheel of Fortune, it's in your favor. And that's what they don't see coming. They are working so hard, blood, sweat, and tears in order to bring this about. Yeah, Knight of Coins. They're building it on rubbish. They want you begging, collective. They want you to beg for help. It brings them great joy, watching you beg. That's how sadistic these people are. What's going on? Two of Wands, the Star, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups. Wow. Somebody from beyond the grave is trying to get you to pay attention and to have hope. Go back into the past and remember. Remember every time you took a loss. This is the epitome of the feeling you're feeling right now. All rolled into one. People want it to be in vain. People want it to all for nothing collective. But all the while they are distracted by siphoning your energy and your finances behind your back. Trying to find their wish fulfillment that they'll never find. Every dollar they spend that has your name on it, they just continue to get more empty inside. And the more empty they get inside, they just leave room for more darkness. You will receive your wish fulfillment, collective. You will heal from this. You will move on from this. Because you got ancestors walking with you. Walking with you. And you have angels walking with you. There was a Queen of Swords that made a deal with the devil. To take away your satisfaction. And to take away your shine. There's going to be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's going to come in with a decent tension. There's going to be a Queen of Cups in the reverse. And there's also going to be a Gemini. So there could be a Scorpio, and then there's a Gemini. They're coming in with, I don't know. This Queen of Wands is questionable. She's in good intention, though. She's coming in. It's almost kind of giving me a feeling like she's babysitting the Queen of Cups. She's trying to babysit the toxic one because this Gemini coming in, they have other plans. They don't want to be distracted. But apparently the three of them are coming in. There's 3 people coming in. They're coming in to show some sort of compassion, but they're trying to manipulate in. And it's all just to basically create conflict. They're going to start off with compassion and emotion and all this other stuff when they come in. And it's because they see you healing. It's all because they see your wish fulfillment, you getting somewhere, whatever else. This Queen of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be a feminine or someone in their devilish feminine. Really obsessed with you. It's almost as if you don't submit to this, they're going to create, this person's going to create conflict. I don't know. Pharaoh Tarot is my collective need to know. I'm going to pick 10 cards. You can pick your number now. I'll give you a couple seconds. One. Two, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 1. Now is the time for you to think about business. As constructive and favorable forces are at work, money will be gained through speculation or partnership. Number 2, possible change of residence. A young man will bring news of a new venture and possible departure. Number 3, you will find people distrust you because they feel sure you are not sincere in your motives. People suspect behind a friendly banter you are only making use of them. That was 3. This is 4. Beware of future selfish actions. Problems over money and uncertainty over the future could lead you to overeat, drink, or spend too much. Number 5. This card indicates a teenager who is frivolous, extravagant, and wasteful. He is cunning and likes to get his own way. He can do harm to his family by telling lies and by unwise gossip. Okay. Possibly an air sign, Page of Swords. So this could go either way. I'll give you the bad news first. This card represents a dark young man who will cast an influence on you. Beware, this man is a conceited fool. He tries to overwhelm people with his know-it-all attitude, yet he is childish and immature. And the right side, this card represents a dark young man who has a deep regard for your feelings. He is domineering and will only consider the thoughts of others if based on his own opinions. He will have an influence on you in the near future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You will be moving into a time of increased prosperity, which is due to your own ability. You like to hoard things for future use and have an excellent ability to organize others. Number 8. Sign shows that you need to search for new ideas. You usually carry more than your own load of problems. You will have an opportunity to gain through travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This card casts a dominant masculine influence. It forecasts worldly success. It is a fortunate card for men. For women, it means good fortune, but strong domination by a male. 10. A dark-skinned young man who is quick-witted and hard-working and honorable in his outlook, intent on his pursuit of wealth, features strongly in your future. He will be capable of altering your destiny. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just in case you picked 11. This card indicates a complete change of lifestyle. A complete transformation will take place. You possess to achieve power and financial gain. Could indicate a change of residence or move interstate. So I don't know if that vibed with you or not. I'm not too much into the chat tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not avoiding you. I'm throwing out the messages, focusing on the channel. Not all these messages are going to resonate with you, and that's okay. Some of it very well could have been just channels for me, been personal. I guess I'm being vulnerable in some respect of the word. Because I'm totally vibing with tonight's message. I'm very grateful for you hanging out with me tonight. Let's get an angel message. For 1. Archangel Azrael. Healing will come from this. Your activation, thank you, Azrael, for guiding me to heal within this time of change. So this is a time of change and transition. You may feel your current situation is out of your control. It's very difficult to see on these cards. That's my main issue right now. Okay, so this is a time of change and transition. You may feel your current situation is out of your control, but Azrael's angelic energy is here to bring you hope and strength. Healing is happening. Trust in yourself and in your prayers, for the worst is almost over, and you will have good experiences once again. So yeah, the worst is over, collective. For number 1. Zedekiel, be the change you seek. For number 2. Your intentions to live with meaning and purpose have led you to where you are today. Where you are is where you are needed. But don't forget to be the light of healing wherever you go. The changes that you are seeking must begin within you. Even if you are facing difficult circumstances, ask yourself how you can shine your light more wholly and fully. Your activation. Thank you, Zedekiel, for helping me change within myself first before seeking change elsewhere. Number 8. Be kind and compassionate. In order for peace to be restored in the outer world, you must first be able to find it in yourself. Your current situation requires you to step into the energy of loving kindness. Realize that the other person is also you. Having consideration for others will open up your heart up so that way you can see the world through more loving eyes. Okay, I'm all good for that and showing and having consideration for others, but when they outright sabotage you and sabotage everything you have, for what? How do we show compassion to that? That's fine. You know, it's very, very difficult, very challenging. Number 4. Written in the stars. Number 4. There's a great mystery unfolding at this time, and all the synchronicities and signs that you are experiencing are not coincidences. They are spirit-led experiences to let you know that you are on the right path. Trust in this. Where you are is where you need to be. Stay committed to your vision because star beings are guiding your dreams into reality. Thank you, star beings, for guiding my vision into reality. Number 5. Orion. Visions of the future. Your life and future are in your hands. You are a powerful manifester with the ability to call in and create the life of your dreams. What you focus on with unwavering faith is what you will experience. Your energy not only on what you want, but on feeling the way that you want to feel. The feelings are what will bring you the safety and connection you desire. I am the visionary of my future. All right, number 6. Fire Guardian. Your desires are not unholy. Go out and have fun. That's basically what it says. Just make sure it doesn't hurt anybody. You are being encouraged to connect to the energy of desires and ignite your passions as long as what you desire doesn't cast harm or danger to any other living being. Your desires are not unholy. Expressing yourself and play and be untamed. For allowing these raw and authentic aspects of yourself to come to the surface also allows the universe to see you in all of your glory. I ignite the fire of my passions and let it soar. Earth Guardian. Learning is in the happening. It's also where the miracle is. You may be telling yourself that everything happened for a reason, but this might not be helping you heal from the pain a particular situation has caused you. It's important to know that there is a divine plan to teach you a lesson. It's more of the life experiences unfold based on your decisions in order for you to learn from every moment. Today you are being encouraged to find the reason behind what's happening now, and possibly the reason is you. I open to expanding my knowledge and learning. I think it's a lot of people competing with you, number 7. Number 8, dominions. Face your own shadow. In order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness, you have to face the shadows of your own soul. It's not that they are bad, more that they are parts of most authentic self and story that you are wielding. And this will only hold you back from healing and growing. So face all parts of yourself now. I am willing to light up all parts of myself. Just don't set yourself on fire, okay? It's not what it's saying. Unless you're the ex. The vindictive, selfish ex that keeps fucking around my energy, yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you want. It's up to you, though. You make that decision. Trust your spiritual vision. Raphael. Such a sense of humor. Your psychic and spiritual abilities are awakening. Trust what you are seeing, for your intuition is correct. You can read between the lines, and the information you feel raising up within you is being divinely revealed to you. You have spent lifetimes preparing for this moment, and although you may feel apprehensive, you were born for this. Believe in the beauty of your gifts. I trust my inner vision. Number 10. Oh, I guess 11 gets into. Alright, so number 10, faith, cloak of protection. You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. You are safe now. So let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself. For you are in a new time in which you can create your own story and begin living it. If you feel you are stepping into the unknown, know that your angel is holding your hand, leading you on. Activation, I am safe and protected by angels. Alright, number 10. 11, you got the holy amethyst. You are the light. You have a light within you, and this light will never go out. Whenever you face darkness, this brilliance has the opportunity to shine. Now, God and the angels are calling you to switch your light on full. Stand in the greatness of your spirit. Do not back down, and be the bringer of good that you were born to be. I am a light of hope in the world. So I hope that helped everybody. Leaving it on a good note anyway. May you find courage and healing and inspiration and abundance. To all of my tribe, I bestow that manifestation on your life, as well as the hefty side of protection along the way of your good intentions, and follow the passions of inspiration. The world kind that will rise. The world will see a kind of person, of spirit that will rise. and they will lead. Many are called, but few have chosen. It's a lifelong journey, collective. Even if you want to quit, you can't. Because it's all part of it. Part of the evolution of humanity. And life in its consciousness within this universe of things. Shit's about to get weird. Shit's about to get weird. Isn't already. Collective, be in the energy that you're not surprised. Like, you're gonna quite possibly get to the point where you're gonna start laughing, because if you don't laugh, you're gonna scream. You're probably there now. Right? You're just at that precipice. You're at right at the threshold. And it's almost like laughing is your coping mechanism now. Because all we can do is laugh. Considering the buffoonery that it is, all we can do is laugh. Spirit's saying it's all going to make sense pretty soon. And the ones that have empowered their healing and stepped above and always had a decent intention, you're not going to get caught in the crossfire. Stay focused, adapt, and continue to move forward. The art of detachment is based on what you live in honor of and for. If you don't stand for anything, if you don't move forward with any type of integrity or standards, how far do you actually expect to get? Because all I see are people just moving with very low standards, and all they do is end up lost. And they wonder why. Are these people that much of an airhead that they can't wrap their head around the fact that they get dragged into a status quo of a particular matrix? Becomes an illusion and an addiction to some. It creates division and cliques. The moment you put down all this karmic and the moment you start healing is probably the moment things change. And if you haven't started, I'd advise it. Because now we're pressed for. And if you want to get through to the other side, you're going to need compassion. You're going to need integrity. Because if you don't have either one, and if you haven't built your foundation on it, you're about to see the biggest tower of your life. Blame the planets on that one. Don't shoot the messenger. It's not that I wish this on you, it's the fact that your masks are being ripped the fuck off your faces. All the sugarcoating didn't get anybody anywhere. All the illusions, all the wool that you put over everyone's eyes is a deception to humanity. And you thought you'd be out of office by the time that it all was to shit. But yet here you sit. Watching it all unfold. Seeing all the chaos that you created. Divine vengeance is at hand, and there's a great balancing ability at hand as well. I'd hope you're not going to be caught in the crossfire of it all. It'd be quite the shit. The fact that I had to let everybody go and cut everybody off, and then rebuild my nation on that. I had to make it as if I didn't have anybody. So the foundation that I built would be built on something solid. It's been extreme struggle. So I'm ever so grateful for the attitude of gratitude to my checkmates, to my supporters. And where I would be without you. Just know that I walk with you. If the internet was to go down, just know that I'm with you. You're not walking this alone. Stay true to yourself. First and foremost. Don't allow people to pretzel you into something that you're not. And if something happens to me, I would hope you know that I would haunt you, but in a good way. Because I want to stick around for a little bit before I transition. So if anything weird and freaky happens, chances are I'm stopping by for a visit. But according to Facebook, I'm supposed to stay alive until 101. So I got some years to go first. Rosanna, it's been a while, my dear. How have you been? You might have had a message in the members side. You might want to go check it. I don't know. Your name might be um, in the comments. I'm gonna do my best, Sheila. I'm sure as hell not gonna give up. The fuckers are gonna be good and tired before I fucking give up. If they keep it up with the death spells, they might lose their life. Because I don't do death spells. I don't need to do death spells. So these dumbasses that are doing death spells, thinking that they're gonna send me cardiac arrest and all this other shit, quite possibly it's sitting on a list somewhere getting ready to be processed for you. And if you're nervous about that, I would too. If I was in your shoes, I would be too. Oh, I've been surviving, Rosanna. One moment, one breath at a time. Warnings fall on deaf ears, Angel. Even when Moses was building the ark, he was being warned and warning others, and they thought of him to be full of shit. So that's been going on for eons, since the beginning of time. I've come to just expect that, and it doesn't surprise me in the least. I'm just kind of starting to get curious as to how much popcorn I should buy, because I know the show's going to be good. I'm just curious as to the flavors, as to whether or not I want to just go all out with caramel. Or do I want to add nuts to it? You know? Anyway. Archangel Michael's my right-hand man. He's sitting there shaking his fucking head, though, at the audacity of these motherfuckers. Archangel Raphael and Ariel as well, and Ezekiel and Metatron. They are not impressed. They are not impressed with the state of the world. And this is what I say, those people that have created crimes against humanity, and they think that they're not going to get away with it? Seriously? You awoken the ancestors. Okay? Things are so hectic moving to the other side, you've awoken the ancestors. And they're livid. If the ancestors don't get you, and that they don't miss, okay? If the ancestors don't get you, okay? The Reaper's going to get you. And if the Reaper don't get you, the angels are going to get you. And it's so beautiful to be on the good side of things. I got no regrets. I got literally no regrets for listening to my heart. No matter how many times somebody tried to break it, I literally have no regrets for listening to my heart. Because despite all the chaos, despite all the trauma that I had to go through from loving so hard, you know, it really taught me how to love myself instead. And pour into myself rather than everyone else. But then here I am trying to empower people anyway to do the same thing. And this isn't about getting to a particular position where you're conceited and you feel your shit don't stink. You gotta stay humble. That's part of it. You gotta hold integrity with intentions. It takes work, but once you get out of that karmic debt, it's worth it. I had my own karmic debt of stupid shit that I had to take care of and pay for. But as time goes on and through your healing, you'll pay for it. That's part of the reason why it's so difficult. Because you recognize and you take accountability for where you fucked up. Where you could have done something differently. It's about vowing that you're changing, that you're evolving into a better version of yourself. And certain parts of your past no longer apply to the new version of yourself. And stand firm on that. It's okay to sit there and feel guilt and animosity towards yourself. You have to understand that conditions in a matrix try to get you to lose your mind. It's very difficult to go through this experience without lashing out, without losing your temper. But once you recognize what it is, you become numb to it. Once you recognize and see the shadow and the darkness for what it is, it's like looking the monster right in the face and not even flinching because you have nothing left to lose. It's literally at that precipice where you could snap or you can walk away. And it's no longer about fighting to win. It's about fighting to survive. And when people decide to poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, and to continue to throw challenges and roadblocks, it's not only addressing as to who they are as individuals, that will eventually come out. That what is hidden always is revealed. And this is why I have no regrets. I was born into a life of abuse and trauma. And I've spent my whole life alchemizing and transmuting it to bring about a courage, wisdom and adaptability, balance to my peace of mind and my heart. I've learned to read a room and read people. I could sense their intentions, sense their motives before they're even spoken. But I sit and I wait and I observe to allow them to confirm themselves. And that is why all of what is done in the dark will always come to light. When you are, for years, programmed into being a monster, and you rebel against the system of this monster creation, somehow you're the problem. It's almost like you were groomed for the dark side, but chose the light instead. It just very well could be that you may have been ruthless in a past life. I really get a feeling there's some sort of a bet going on in the ethers as to whether or not you would switch. Just keep walking towards the light, collective. The light within your heart and your soul. Nothing more, nothing less. The more you build and strengthen your impulse, the more unstoppable you will become. The more you allow the distractions to pull you back in, see, when they try to pull you into one of their decisions, it pulls you into a timeline because you interact with it. If you give it no significance and you do not interact with it, it becomes void. It's like some person walking down the hall and they're talking shit to you and you totally ignore them. They're outright trying to get you to react to them and gain your attention. It's like a troll coming into the chat, acting all significant, right? When they're literally showing up to a silly hat party with a silly hat. So as bombarded as the divine is, right, because of the influx of the last 5 years, 5 or 6 years, the manifestation is a little bit delayed. Collective, you've already received justice to that who has been taused. Your justice has already been disclosed, and your justice has already been proclaimed in the ethers. It's the fact of it trickling down. It's the fact of certain things getting in the right hands. Certain people seeing certain things. Certain people recognizing. Certain people being called from their spirit. Certain people having epiphanies. Certain people connecting dots. It takes time. But as you visualize your justice through, just know that it's on its way. What is yours, collective, will always be yours. In this life and the next. Well, thank you, Rosanna. All right. Safe dreaming. Thank you so much. Holy smokes, it's not even midnight yet. Spirit, block out this distraction. This relentlessness, please. I'm done carrying it. Whoever is playing it in my face, I surrender whatever they are trying to do to you. Let the scales be balanced, please. I'm in the process of changing the world. I'm in the process of trying to heal the world. Please be sure that any messages that are meant for me get to me. That I'm guided, guarded, and protected. As I walk in reverence and in honor of my ancestors. And the divine. Anything towards my demise, let it be transmuted into my rise. Where am I going with this? What am I doing next? Page of Swords. Reversed. Somebody doesn't know how strategic you are. Somebody clearly wanted you to miss out and be fighting. It's like you disappeared. Somebody can't find you. They've been searching for you. They can't find you. You've just basically been focusing on yourself. Focusing on your spiritual aspects. Maybe connecting with spirit. Being compassionate. You're living rent-free in somebody's head. At the same time, you're closing out this cycle once and for all. And somebody wonders why you don't have any compassion for them because of the dystopia. They're trying to gaslight you. So somebody's quite possibly coming in to gaslight you. somebody's sadness to try to bring an end to whatever you're working on. And this dystopia was already done. Like, you have nothing to do with this dystopia. Really. You haven't been around. But somebody wants you all up in your head and trapped rather than finishing and finalizing a cycle. But you're focusing on yourself, you're moving forward, and I don't know, it's like somebody can't watch you anymore. Their device is broken. Somebody sees that you're moving on. Somebody sees that, you know, you're not in a loss. You might be having challenges, but you're not, you know, you're not at a loss. Like, you're not desperate, you're not, you know, I don't know how I'm supposed to bring that out. You're not destitute, you know, but you're walking away from something. You're walking away from some sort of ties and ending some sort of deception. Making a judgment call. There's definitely some sort of a third-party situation happening with some sort of communication. And by you walking away, they're trying to make it not in your favor if you walk away. But it is in your favor. Like, somebody tried to get wind of when you were walking away or when you were moving, and they were going to try to put roadblocks in your way, but you got away scot-free. The caps. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So there's the Queen of Pentacles that's quite possibly going to jail. Just be patient. Nine of Wands. You're almost there, collective. You're almost there. The Ace of Swords. There's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be major truth. Excalibur is being used in this one. Seven of Wands. They're not going to be able to get away with this. Somebody's being incarcerated. I'm really picking that up. Page of Pentacles in reverse. The thing is they're getting put away because they don't have, they're going to be in shambles because they're not going to have anything to give back but the truth. They're going to have no other choice but to give the truth. The wheel is in your favor, collective. King of Wands, stand on business. Empress reversed. So this Queen of Pentacles was the Empress reversed. There's going to be truth as to how they try to not only self-sabotage, but sabotage you. And a Ten of Pentacles. Relationship. Four of Wands. They wanted you to be defenseless. And it's almost as if there was a relationship created. And it was just basically acting. There was no love there. And it was all for a Ten of Pentacles. It was the whole idea to get you to fall in love and get you to move away so that way you were out of sight, out of mind. And then you were supposed to be left for dead, and you were not supposed to bounce back. You were supposed to die in a ditch somewhere. Literally. But you rose above everything that they planted. It didn't work out. It didn't make anything. And it's what's happening here is you've alchemized this betrayal. You rose above it. And the fact that you're standing on truth, you're standing on justice, you're taking your emotions out of the equation. And the truth coming forward, you're going to be celebrating soon. Because the truth coming forward, there's some sort of a third-party situation where there was more than one person working together to manipulate you. All because you're tapped in. All because you tried to call your pal back. All because you cut cords. Seven of Pentacles. Everything they worked to rid you of your foundation, of your commitment, of your legacy, everything. Everything. Manipulation, everything is falling apart. It's all being returned. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Like everything that this person is lied on, you've alchemized. You're making this person look like an absolute belligerent idiot, whoever this is. And they collaborated, but by you collaborating with the divine, they can't touch you. Because you're on the side of things. So all this dark shit, it might hang off of you, but you're shielded. You might get a slight residue to let you know that it's happening, but it's nothing. It'd be tiring. It's annoying. But it doesn't hit you like it should. Because of your protection. Yeah, they're bringing a lot of collusion. There's a lot of, they want to throw hands. And it's almost as if every hand they throw goes limp. Okay? Every hand they throw will go limp. Cups. They tried to ruin you by showing you compassion. This Queen of Swords reverse, this is how she lied to you. She tried to pour into you, but it was only to steal from you. Now this Queen of Swords, I don't know if it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got the star in the reverse here. So it could be an Aquarius cusp. Aquarius. She only collaborated with you and poured into you to siphon from you. Ten of Swords in reverse. She tried to keep old wounds open. Tried to disempower you behind your back. Create conflict. Tried to keep challenges so you wouldn't love yourself, but you did it anyway. You only continued to shine. But what they don't understand is you're focusing on your own, on yourself. All the while they're trying to take away your hope. Your hope resides within you. It's untouchable. Yeah. And They're fighting. They're fighting. Why, like, literally, why won't you fucking die? This is what they're wondering, and this is why they're fighting with people. Why won't you just die? That's the feeling I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from this energy. But you alchemized it all. And this is all for money. It's all about money. That they did fuck all with. Right? They're just burning it. They're learning. They're trying to survive off of it. They're not building on it. They're not investing it. They're not doing anything. They're just blowing it to shit. When you would have invested that money. You would have built something on that money. And the whole thing is they wanted their fucking dirty ass, scroungy, selfish hands in on it. So they took it for themselves. Because, you know, if you knew how selfish they were and how much they wanted out of it, you wouldn't have gave them a damn fucking dime. So that's why they're themselves. That's why they forged documents in order to take themselves. And they basically made life an absolute fucking struggle, so that way you wouldn't amount to anything. And they can just claim that you haven't lost your mind one bit. In fact, you only just continue to get stronger. And now they're a little anxious. Because the tea has been spilt, the truth is out. And they don't like that. Collective, I want to say I love you so much for being my checkmates, my miracles, my crew, my clan, my tribe. This is my livelihood. This is literally the only way I'm getting through it. So if you find it in your heart to donate, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm doing my best to sort my shit and start on my next goal, which is finding a decent dentist. And I'm going to need your help with that. So I'm just lately wrapping my head around a possible project. A couple different projects. And they're projects. I think that's why I'm going to go for till 101, because this is a big project. I'm going to need the time to put it all together. But Spirit's saying there will be a time where the karmics will be at rest and you will be able to live in peace. Alright? You just need to hold patience. For the ones that are doing death spells and doing the dark magic and they're working in groups, they're all gonna be disintegrating very soon. A heap in a compost pile. The thing is they sold themselves out already. And it's just a ticking time bomb until it goes off. Not literally, but it's by their own choice. And I'm really picking up on the whole thing is like last man standing. Somebody's livid at you, or they could just be livid at me. I'm feeling some hostility. There's definitely hostility out there because I'm speaking on certain things. I mean, a lot of the time I'm just talking about the cards. I'm talking what the cards are telling me. Do you think I really want to be here talking about karmic messages? Probably not. I'd rather be talking about different messages of enlightenment to bring us to a new place in our minds, in our hearts, in our realities, to bring about some sort of fulfillment and joy and happiness. So there's a recalibration of all of this happening. This is that great shift that we're going through, collective. This is the great shift that I'm speaking on, that a lot of readers and spiritual people have been speaking on. Battles may have been lost, but the war has already been won. There will be justice. It's just taking a little longer than expected. It's going to get chaotic and it's going to get a little bit weird because are pretty well going to start to kick and scream at the fact that their masks basically being ripped off their faces. The liars, the deceivers, the karmics, are going to be seen for who they are. Because the ones that are doing the work, the ones that are healing, the ones that are raising their frequency to go into the new earth, it's not going to be in vain. A little distracting. It's going to get a little weird. But it's already happening. The shift is already happening. If we get enough people on board, there will be a flash of light at some point. Because the frequency reaches to a circular position and it creates a light, it creates a flash. And this is the reignition of that manifestation. So this is why the manifestation is not in vain. We will know 1,000 years of peace. And we just happen to be living in the time and space when all that changes. It's almost like the changing of the guard. The old ball is falling away and the new earth is rising. The old earth is splitting away from the new earth and the new earth is in. It's going to be a little bit turbulent. It's going to be a little bit weird. We will have no other choice but to adapt. But that doesn't mean sell your soul. That doesn't mean take a chip. That doesn't mean take a number. That doesn't mean yada yada yada. No, I know, I know. It's already happening, Aiden. Blah, 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 blah. It's not going to work. Okay? This whole idea is not going to work because we're being thrown into the freaking stone ages again. We're going to have to go back to the old system again. But it's almost going to be like a reset of the old system. In order to keep civility and keep calm. It's going to be the only saving grace. Because the new system is going to be like totally dismantled, hacked before it even starts. It's probably already hacked. I wouldn't be surprised. So it's not even getting up off the ground, let alone started. They think they have all their I's dotted and their T's crossed and all that shit. They're missing out on a couple variables that they didn't anticipate. But that's not my business. I'm just a messenger. On that note, collective, it's 12:12 a.m. I wish you a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope tonight's messages were insightful. And I really wish that the messages would get a little differently. If you have any comments or positive or constructive criticism or anything, you're welcome to throw it down in the comment section after the video uploads. Yeah. Are there any type of readings that you would like to see? Different ideas of what you want me to tap into? Throw it down in the comments. On that note, collective, if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others. I love you all, tribe, and I will catch you in the next one.